The world of football ain't right. The world of football ain't right if guys like Antony and Richie Rich are wearing these jerseys. The world of football ain't right if that's happening. And I feel for Neymar. I do. People say, oh, you're such a Neymar. I do feel for Neymar to a degree because we all know how talented he is. Anybody who knows football and understands football knows how talented he is. And it's unfortunate that he has been in a situation where he has had to play with pretty trash talent. Sometimes I could have done a bit more, the rolling around in 2018, because I thought 2018 he had a good enough team, but still, I get it. But what has been so crazy is, look, bro, guys, I grew up with Romario, Rivaldo, Ronaldo. Guys, go look up clips of Denilson. Denilson was a side chick. Denilson was a side chick to the side chick to the side chick to the side chick to the friend's side chick. That's what Denilson was. Go look at him. So Denilson was a side guy. Look at how good Denilson was. Bro, go look up Bebeto. And just to look at how because looking at that World Cup, and it was crazy to me. I remember before the World Cup, guys said, oh, Brazil, they're one of the favorites. And I was like, I know what a Brazil team looks like. I know what a Brazil team looks like. I know who Ronaldo is. I know who Bebeto is. I know who Romario is. I know these guys. I know them. Richarlison ain't that. Or I want to talk about Fred and Joe. But people are talking about this kid, Endrick. 17. 17 years of age. And you see, whenever you look at comps, it's very hard to make an assessment. Because, bro, we all remember when Neymar scored like that goal of the century, that mad goal he scored for Santos. And the crazy things he was doing in Santos, but we said, that's the Brazilian league. Can he say what's up when it comes to Urupini? When it comes to the Urupini? But there's been a lot said about this Endrick guy. And to be called up to the senior squad at 17 that's huge. That is huge. So I was doing the math. Ronaldo was born in 76. So he would have been 18 when he got called up to the 94 World Cup. He did not kick his ball. That was my first World Cup. So I remember that World Cup fully. Ronaldo had hair. He did not kick a ball because that was a damn good team. So he didn't get into the team. But he was in the squad at age 18. So homie would be about, I think, 18, 19, but at 20. Because I think he turns 18 next year. I don't know whether Endrick turns 18 this year or next year, but whatever the case may be, 19, 20, whatsoever, he will be older. He will be older than 18 by the time we get to the 2026. But he's already in the squad at age 17, and this is the reality here. He starts. He starts. Because people don't want to have the uncomfortable conversations about Vini and Brazil. Nobody wants to have that, and I think it's a convo that people have been trying to hide behind because, bro, I'm one of Vini's biggest fans. And Vini, money for Real Madrid. We know what he did in that season where they won the Liga and the UCL, and we saw what he did in the UCL and in the UCL final. Vini for Brazil ain't it. He's not been it, bro. So my thing is this. I've watched the Endrick's highlights, bro, and I'm like, this guy has some serious ability. Because what struck me the most was the finishing. So forget about the level you're playing at. I look at the psychology of a player. See, that's why the eye test is so beautiful, because when you have the eye test, there are things that stats can't show you. Because when you use the eye test, you're like, oh, he is this kind of a player. Oh, he makes these things. This is his personality, because every single football player has a personality. Like, you use your thing, Messi. Like, when you're watching Messi, forget the goal and assists. You know that he thinks a lot about this is the right move to do. I don't need to be elaborate. I don't need to do too much. I'm always thinking about what is the right place. So this is the right pass. I'm looking for the 1-2, put the pass out here, putting the ball here. So he's thinking about. When I look at Endrick, my thing that struck me was his goals and the types of goals he was scoring. Because it's placements, it's technique. There's thoughts behind, oh, I want to put the ball there. I know the ball is here. I am just putting the ball. I'm not striking it crazy. I'm not going for power. I'm not just going for immense power. I am surgically putting the ball in a very specific part of the pitch, the part of the goal. And I was like, okay, no. And just the way that he's playing and his ball control and his balance, because we have to always remember the stuff. 17. Because that is very important, because you're like, bro, same thing with Lamine Yamal, because you're like, the natural thing is you expect that by the time you hit 2021 is when you're really beginning to say what's up again. Let's use Messi, for example. Messi in 2012 was not the same Messi in 2018, 2019. Like, Messi in his final form was 2018, 2019. So as good as he was in 2012, bro, as good as he was in 06, in 07, because I was on the receiving end of what he did to my Super Eagles at the Under 21 World Cup and at the Olympics. So he was really amazing. So my thing for Endrick and why it's such a crazy is, bro, he's 17 and look at how developed he is. And I'm sorry, that kid I saw is better than Antony. I think he offers more than Rodrigo. Right now, I believe that kid offers more than Rodrigo, and he's sure as hell better than Antony. So like Vinny, we know he does for Real Madrid. So I'm very interested now as to what he does, because it's Colombia and it's the big one. It's the big one. I just that's all like growing up. If you're a football match like me, Brazil, Argentina, that was always the game, because me and my brothers always used to watch Copa America, always, man, and we were always hoping that please, Brazil, Argentina, Brazil, Argentina, Brazil, Argentina. Like that's just like the fixtures that are always amazing are Brazil, Italy, Brazil, Argentina. Those are the footballing fixtures you always look forward to. So for Endrick, man, and he's Real Madrid bound. But what I am always wary is, this is what I'm always wary of, is I may be too good too early, too developed too early. But then I use the example of Ronaldo. So I was doing research. So R9, he moved to PSV at 17. And bro, okay, YouTube is a friend. Go look at what Ronaldo, with hair, with an afro, look at what Ronaldo with an afro was doing as a teenager. So my thing though is, it is already crazy that I think by the time he comes 18, he's now going to be moving over to Real Madrid and moving to Europe. And it will be very interesting to see what he now does against much higher opposition, much higher quality and caliber of defenders, man. But my thing though is that, guys, we need that new thing. We need that new thing, because this is the reality that people don't want to accept. Endrick might be the face of 2020, 2026. Because remember, the 98 World Cup, as a 21-year-old, remember his birthday was September. So as a 21-year-old, he was a star. He was the star as a 21-year-old, which is crazy, which is absolutely crazy. As a 21-year-old, this guy was already a damn star, So because at that 98 World Cup, Ronaldo was their main guy. So it isn't beyond the pill of the realm to know that I don't think Neymar is going to be in 2026. I'm not yet sure whether Vin is ready to lead this team. Endrick might be that next Pele, next Arna, next Neymar to be like, no, you're that guy. Because remember, Neymar was 20-something in the 2014 World Cup. So that's going to be something. But before then, we now see what he does in Copa America, where Argentina are clear favorites. But I'm cautiously optimistic. Because I never want to be like, oh, it's the guy. I'm like, kid's got something. What does he now do for Brazil? Because again, he said that I want to bring joy and fun. And bro, man, I could kiss him on his forehead by saying that, because bro, we need that in football right now. Like right now in football, this robotic capitalism, we need Dino. Like we need that Dino, and as we need that technique, that Salini, that Shom leg, that Lala. We need that in football. Hence why I told you, the world isn't right if Brazil is not right, the footballing world isn't right. And I'm just hoping and praying that Endrick can be that dude. But Let's just chill and be cautious because he ain't no R9. He ain't no R9. He'll never be this dude. Now that guy, okay, we know who Pele is. He's the godfather. He'll never be this dude. He'll never be this dude. Because I told you, I don't care when I say this is the best player I've ever seen in my life. There will never be a player better than this damn man. There'll never be a player better than this damn shit. Never! But we wait and we seek. Like that vid, hit that subscribe button over there, and see you guys next one. One love.